Hey guys, it is Ryan, Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. Happy Saturday afternoon, evening, wherever you're watching, whatever time it is. Hey, listen, I'm in the principal's office right now, and I was supposed to be on an hour and a half ago, and of course, I'm getting in trouble, maybe expelled or whatever you want to call it. But for this next maybe half hour or so, we are going to be with Chris Debacker. Yes, he is the principal, he is the teacher, and I am the student. And you guys are all of that. You're going to get a free pass because don't worry, he's not going to call your parents. You're not going to get a suspension or anything like that. But the reason why we are a little bit late is because we're having a good time today and we're just talking pigeons, talking life in general. It's not always about pigeons. When I come and I do these interviews and I get a chance to speak with these breeders, it's not just about pigeons. And that's what I try and explain to people. You're not buying pigeons. You're buying the pigeons with the breeder, but you've got to buy that breeder first. You have to like who you're buying from. If you like the whole package, the birds work. If you don't like the whole package, don't buy the birds. This is what I say. Now, hey, what do I know? But if there's somebody that I like and I believe in, I'm going to try the pigeons or I'm going to try the recipe and it more likely it works. If I say this person's not so good, I don't like his personality, the recipe's great or the pigeons are great, I come in a bad attitude, it doesn't work. So take what you want from it, but that's my little advice for you guys. Anyways, this show works best when you participate. If it is buffering or slow, please let me know. It's all about the rebroadcast. Anyways, we are with Chris Debacker. I'm going to pull him up. We're still on Facebook, YouTube. Please post in the comments. That way I know it is working. Sometimes the internet is a bit slow, and that's okay. We're going to look at the lots in the auction today, and hopefully this all works out well. And if you guys have questions on the pigeons or Chris's flying system, post them in the comments. And I hope you liked his loft tour. If you haven't watched his loft tour yet, guys, watch it. And I'm going to tell you something. Don't watch it one time. Don't watch it two times. Watch it 5 times because then you start to learn things. Watch it, listen. Watch it, listen. Watch it, listen. Keep listening and you'll hear. There's a lot of things in that tour that you can learn from if you take your time. It's you're getting a free lesson on being a national champion. If you don't buy the pigeons, it's one thing. You don't have to, but he's giving it to you in black and white. He shows you how to do it. He tells you. He's open, he's honest. And guys, what more can we ask for? On that note, I will switch the camera over. There he is. He's not even stolen. You have to hit the glass in your mouth like a principal would. Are we on? Let me know if we are on. Connected to YouTube, connected to Facebook. Can somebody give me a comment, please? We are with Chris Debacker. Chris, I want to welcome you on this evening. Thank you for having me over. You had a busy day with the Taiwanese people.
Yeah,
How did that go?
I try to smile because I'm a principal and they don't think or they think I can't smile, but it's not true. But yes, I had a very busy day today. I had visitors from Taiwan. They were looking for the pigeons. They were looking to the visiting the lofts and all these things. But it was a very nice day. That's so.
So, the first thing before we get into your auction and your pigeons, people hear always about the people from China and Taiwan and all that side of the world. What type of pigeon men or pigeon women are they? How are they? They good? They know what they're looking for.
They know very good what they're looking for. They know also what's a beautiful pigeon. They know what they want. They know what type of pigeon they want. They are not stupid. They know very well good pigeons. Um, and even it's not you don't live in Belgium and. Even when you live in China or in Taiwan, they know what good pigeons are and they know what good pigeons looking how they look. So no,
So when they come to select, they know what they're looking
yeah,
at.
yeah,
They're selecting pigeons.
yeah. Yeah, I'm sure about it. They also they know what very beautiful and good pigeons are.
So, guys, if you wonder if that side of the world knows what they're looking at, Jeff Henderson says, hello from down under. We have somebody from Australia on. Good. We know we are on Facebook. If we are on YouTube, please let me know. Thank you, Jeff Henderson, for tuning in. Now, this auction, and I'm going to post up the auction that we are talking about with Chris DeBecker. You have 4 lots of pigeons. Chris and myself, I got to select the pigeons. So I made the selections along with Chris. We made sure the pedigrees were to the highest standard. The quality of the birds is very, very high. You've seen those pigeons last night. Very nice. I have the pigeons here today. We're going to look at them. If you have questions, let me know. One thing about Chris, he always stands behind the pigeons. He says, if you're not happy, let him know. We're going to make things good. The one good thing, these pigeons are of super high quality. Again, I was with Lars yesterday. We looked at the pigeons. He looked at them. Another Belgian flyer looked at them and said, well, the number one thing he said about Chris's pigeons, super feather. And on that note, Chris, super feather. What about super feather? What is so important about super feathered pigeons?
They must be very softly, and I learned it from Gabby van den Abile. Everyone knows everyone knows Gabby van den Abile. The most important thing for pigeons, they must have a very softly feather, and I think it's more important than the very strong rug back or a very nice eye or a very good wing or these things. So that's also important, but the feather, I think, the soft feather is the most important thing.
So you think the feather is more important than the back or the muscles, everything? This is what you think?
That's what I learned from Gabby. The most important thing is the basket. I know that's the thing.
But
And you the first thing you can feel is the soft, very soft feather. I think.
very soft feather. And your national winners, your ace pigeons, the top pigeons that you've had in your life, because you didn't start as a champion.
No.
You started you start at the bottom.
I started at the very bottom. Yes, that's true. I couldn't have any prize in the beginning, but all the pigeons, my best pigeons I ever had, they had the one thing they have. All of them, they had a very soft feather.
They had soft feathers. And again, guys, you're speaking with someone who is like you watching, was at the bottom. But he's at the bottom, but he willed his way and learned his way to the top.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? That's the best way to win, isn't it? Because you learn all the mistakes, you learn your way out.
I had a lot of mistakes, a lot.
Let me ask you, from being 0 to one of the best in all of Belgium, how long do you think this took you before you felt that you were at the high level competition? We're not going to say that you're the best in Belgium,
No.
but we're going to say you're at the high, you're in the top percent.
I restarted racing pigeons when I married, when I bought this house, and it was in 1991, and in 93 was first champion in my club. So it was very important. So in 2002, 2001, I went to the medal distance races, and in 2002 and 2001, it was not good on the medal races.
So in the early 2000s, still no good.
No. Especially on the medal distance races, because therefore I only raced short distance. But then in 2002, I had my first provincial winner.
Now, I've probably already asked this before, but when you get that first provincial win, what does it feel like? Can you describe?
It was amazing.
Is your first provincial win?
So I tell about my first provincial win because I knew it. I don't forget it, and I don't forget it ever. Because it was so especially for me, and I thought I was the king at that moment because I won the first provincial race.
Let me ask you: is your first provincial race better than your first national? In your feeling that day?
No.
Are you sure?
No, I'm sure he was better.
No, no, no. The feeling that you had inside of you.
The feeling was better with my first my first provincial my first victory. I also remember my first victory on a short distance race. There was only, I think, 150 pigeons in race, but I have my first prize. So my first prize, my first provincial winner, and my first national winner. These are the three most important victories I ever had.
Those are the three ones. They're the ones that stick into your mind the most, and that's the beauty about pigeon racing. You can remember.
You can remember, but you can say make it higher and higher. Last year I was first national champion. Also, that was a very important thing for me because it was a higher level.
So you're learning 2000, 2001, 2002. You're not at the top at all.
No.
How long does it take you to get to the top of this game before you feel that you're at the top of the game?
I think it was in 2016, 2017. Then I was 2017, 2018. Then I was on the top, I think. But now, and if you are on the top and you try to stay there, that's also a very difficult thing.
So what you're saying is it's easier to get to the top, not easier, but it's getting there. Okay, it's one thing.
Okay.
Staying is another.
That's another thing.
And you stayed very well
till now. Yes.
You think it's going to continue?
I hope so. I will try. I will do. I do my very best because I don't want to go lower.
And you hold very high standards. I see the way you are in the loft. I see the way you talk about the pigeons and the discipline of the pigeons. And I say you have a very no bullshit attitude for them.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I was with Enemy Van Heat today, and she said, Chris DeBecker took my first provincial away. His damn pigeon trap fast.
Mm-hmm.
Beat me only by trapping. But that's you. The pigeons don't sit on the roof. The pigeons don't screw around. The pigeons fire. When it's time to fire, you make them bluff. They go. Guys, these are the types of pigeons. This is what you're looking for, and this is what we're bringing to Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. We are with here Chris DeBecker. 4 super pigeons. I really believe these pigeons are very, very nice, and they're very young. They're going to be ready to breed when you get them. For the North Americans, in a couple months, they'll be ready to go. But the quality is super high. And you know what? Chris stands behind the pigeons. And that's the best thing, guys. As you see the loft video, what you see on the tour, that is what Chris is. You will not be disappointed. And I will say, all 4 lots, super feather, super soft, super silky. Incredible. I want to bring up some of the lots. If the signal's not the best, you're going to have to watch the rebroadcast. I'm going to take it from here. I'm going to post up the lots. And Chris, I'm going to pass you the pigeons. And I just, I want to talk about them a little bit. I want you to give me a little feedback. Here is your lot number 1. Son Herman. Man, Chris, I think
he's young.
I think you know what I think you should do on this one. I think you might want to buy him back. He is that nice. Here he is. I'm going to pass him to you. Feel this. Feel the feathers. Do you feel the wet? It's like it's wet or baby powdered or.
No, it's I like this pigeon very, very much because it's totally my type of pigeon. He's a very soft feather. He has a very good close
Bed bone.
bed bones. He will make it because he's a son of the 30th national ace pigeon. Also, his mother was first provincial winner. These are really of my best pigeons, and I like his type of model. I like it very much. It's a cock, and he will do it. No, he's still young, but when he arrives there in Canada or America, you will have a good. I'm sure. I'm almost sure it will be a very good one.
And, we looked at him yesterday, and I'm going to say we looked at him yesterday, and it's not a downfall, but he hasn't dropped the flight. So we're almost looking He's a complete young bird.
Yeah, it's a young
And we're judging him, and you could judge against other auctions against young men versus a boy. But he's built already like a young man.
Yeah.
He's super nice. The bars are thick. The pedigree is loaded. You will get to, I'm going to tell you, this is going to be my pick of the sale.
Yeah.
I have a feeling on this pigeon. He's got a beautiful curve to the wing. The feathers are soft. They're silky. And again, you have the best from Chris in this pedigree. You can't ask for any more. And he's got the penciling. I just like this pigeon. I think the quality is in him. And this is the style of pigeons that you like.
That's my style of pigeon. I'm sure they will do it also for further distance, also for the short distance, small middle distance, great middle distance, but they can also go to till 600 kilometers. No problem for them.
Mike Green says, hello. Robert Daughtry says, I won my first short race in 2021. I won my first short race. Well, hey, it's a good feeling. I'm happy for you, Robert. Again, a win is a win. Again, guys, where do you guys go to bid? Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. You were looking at your lot number 1. And at the end, I'll ask Chris, hey, what's your pick maybe in this sale? See if he changes his mind. The one thing is, all the pigeons have super high quality. And all the pigeons Chris had already selected, and we went through them, and we selected what we like. So, Chris, and my pick, you're not going wrong on either one of them, but you feel that feather, Chris. I can feel what you enjoy.
And it's not a big pigeon. It's a medium pigeon, and that's the thing I like most. I don't like the very big pigeons or very small pigeons, but the medium pigeons like this one, I like it very much.
And he's gonna probably double in the size to be a full medium sized cock. Right now, you would say he's a hen. You feel he feels henny in your hands, but he's gonna fill out nice.
Okay.
And guys, that is your lot number 1. Where do you guys go to bid? Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. That's right. All bids are in Canadian dollars. You're getting the discounted price. Why are we giving you a discount? Because Chris is a principal, and sometimes you got to get a gift from your principal. Which how many of us did get a gift from our principal? But hey,
and I'm trying to smile.
He's trying to smile. There's your lot number 1. I'm going to pull up lot number 2. Sister Gilles.
Oh, okay.
Did I pronounce that right? Gilles?
Yeah, Gilles.
Take a look, guys. You can go on, watch the loft tour. You can message Chris if you want. He's on WhatsApp. Maybe are you on Facebook?
Yeah.
Message him on Facebook, and just be normal. I know you guys are gonna think he's like one of the Beatles, and he is. He's got that kind of a result. But don't be shy. Say hello. And I will say one thing with Chris. He's gonna give you the straight answer, and I like the straight answer. A lot of people beat around the bush. They give you bullshit they're afraid to. You can say to Chris, do you vaccinate a lot? He does. Do you feed this way? I do. You do this, you do that. Chris is not afraid to say it. Guys, here is your lot number 2. Sister Gilles. What a bomb. Feel the feathers, Chris.
Sister Jill is just like her brother. She has another color, but she had the same feather. She has also a very soft feather, but she has more the color of her father because she has also a white flight in it. But for me, the most important thing, she's very softly for her feather, and she has the model of her mother. So it's not a big hen. It's also not a small hen. It's a medium hen. I like her very much because she looks so clever. She looks very clever. She has a very nice wing. She has still three flights to go, but because she is only born, I think she's born in July. But I like her very much. Normally, such a hen, such a pigeon, is more than good enough for in my breeding loft.
So what he says is when there's good enough for his breeding loft, he would have no problem keeping this hen to breed from.
No,
100%.
no. she's not only the sister of the second national ace of the second national ace pigeon of last year. She's also a sister of one of my very best of two of my very best youngsters of this year. Her sister is also nominated in the national ace pigeons and small middle distance. Her brother gave me also a first provincial victory this year. So father and mother, I call it the golden combination, because father is a son of Salome and Janine, and mother is a daughter of Georgia and Mike. For me, they are very interesting in my breeding loft. So when I offer these pigeons in an auction, it means they are very good. They are good enough also for another fancier.
Guys, Chris wants you to be happy. He wants you to enjoy the pigeons, enjoy the quality. Chris, just a question. The lot number one, the young cock, and this hen. If someone was watching this show,
You can put them together.
could you?
Yeah,
Good for breeding or flying?
sure. You can put them together. I didn't make that combination before, but I'm sure this combination can give you very good pigeons.
So guys,
Because it's not family.
Yep.
It's family, but it's further family. So you can put them together. Okay.
So guys, you can put them together for flying. I think it's going to be very good. Breeding will probably be the same good. That little Nick, eh?
Yeah.
She still has it.
Yeah, she
Remember?
still has it.
I don't know what would it be. I don't know what it is. It's a spot. We picked her. She still had it,
Yeah.
and she has. I noticed on her eye, she has the little cut. She has that, eh?
Yeah.
On the other side, she has the little. It's. I don't think it's bad. I
No,
don't
it's
think
not
it hurt.
bad.
I don't think the quality is bad. It's
And
super.
she's in a very good health, so
And you feel those feathers? They're wet.
maybe it's like me. I don't have all.
Guys, Chris is smiling. Screenshot that one. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. You're with Chris DeBecker. You looked at your lot number 2. Guys, all bids are in Canadian dollars. That's right. You're getting the discount. You're getting the deal. Why is Chris here? I have to give a big thanks to Guy Vanenauer for introducing me. And we go from here. Next up will be the lot number 3. Is this the best lot in the auction? I don't know. All 3 so far will be very, very close. We will ask Chris what his favorite is. But your lot number 3, son Herwig.
Herwig was also a national ace pigeon. He was a 15th national ace pigeon. He is brother of 6th national ace pigeon. He is also a brother of 5 national ace pigeon. And Herwig last year with us, and the mother of that hen, of that pigeon, I don't know, is it a hen? I don't remember.
Son Hedwig. This
It's
this is a cock.
I think it's a cock. The mother of this cock is a daughter of Uranus of Willem de Bruyn.
And you like these De Bruyn pigeons.
Yeah. And this one, so father is 15 national ace pigeon, brother of 6 and 5 national ace pigeon with the hen of Willem de Bruyn. So this one is a full brother of the second provincial ace pigeon of that year. So it's from 641 is second provincial ace pigeon of that year. So and it was on the small middle distance. You know, Uranus from the Bruin goes also till 600, 700 kilometers. So they do it on the short distance, they do it also on the middle distance, they do it also on the long distance. So with that pigeon, I like her very much. I like him very much. He has a very, very strong
arm. The arm's good.
Yeah. His feather is also very soft.
All 3, eh?
Yeah,
Perfect.
all 3.
Not dry.
And he is a little bit older than the other pigeons than lot 1 or 2. So he is ready to breeding, I'm sure.
And you know, all of them have the same build, the same construction. They're not big pigeons, eh?
They are not big, they are not too small, but they are medium pigeons. But that's the type of model of pigeons I like very much. Maybe it's because I have these type of pigeons, but for me they can do it when you have, I think, it's my opinion, when you have two big pigeons, it's more for short distance races. So they can do it also in longer distance races.
What I feel in these pigeons, and maybe I'm wrong, but these pigeons feel like pigeons that can stay on the wing from anywhere from 2 hours to
Till
10 hours.
to 10.
They can stay on that wing. They're not pulling a lot of weight.
Mhm.
They're athletic feeling. They're buoyant. Their feathers are good. They got good muscles. The arms are not loose. They're not. They're just perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I think so. I don't know. These are, this is out of your best. What more can we ask for?
Maybe you can ask more, but I don't have very better than that.
Okay, here's just a question because this is a cock. Could this cock go to the number 2 hen?
Yeah.
No problems?
Nope.
Not too close?
Not too close. No.
So,
No.
your number 2 hen can go with the 1 or the 2 cock. What would you prefer? What do you think? Would you put the number 1 to the number 2 or the number 2 to the number 3? We got
Oh, I have to think. I can't say directly my opinion. I don't know. But maybe maybe it's further. The family is further for to please the hen and from number 2 with that one.
So you prefer the 1 to the 2.
Yeah.
It's fair to say?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, 1 to the 2, but don't worry. Turn the light off on your camera. Okay, I got mine's okay. Oh, it's yours, yeah. See, they can see the light on your camera, but they can't see it no more. It's not on. Don't worry about that. Hey, and Yan, be nice. Be nice. Ask nicely. Say, please turn the camera light off. Don't just say turn the camera off. Or we raised in a barn. Come on, Yan. A little what do we say? A little politeness goes a long way. Could you put it's Hey, we're gonna pull up lot number 4, the final lot in the auction. Here we're with Chris DeBecker. Maybe this is the nicest in the sale. Maybe it's the most full bodied, uh, but it's the oldest. We are.
It's the oldest, yes.
So
It's a full brother of Icarus.
you really, what does Icarus mean? What kind of name is this? Like a Greek god name or something?
No, Icarus is a how do you call it in English? A meter, a meter.
A meter.
No, not a meter. So it's maybe my wife is finding it on to translate it.
Ingrid, back to you.
Oh, wow.
All right. Okay, come on. Let's not have too much fun. Tell me about the lot number 4. I think the lot number 4, it's a super bomb.
That's a full brother of the best pigeon of Belgium last year and the great middle distance races on the national race.
So this is a full brother.
It's a full brother. So his father was also first provincial on Poitiers. Poitiers is 525 kilometers. His mother is a co-breeding with the guys from Fepa, with Porsche. So this pigeon is 25% Porsche, is 75% of my pigeon, but only for my best pigeons. This combination with the co-breeding with the guys from Fepa, with Porsche, and with my pigeons give me already 3 national ace pigeons. So last year they gave me the first national of the first national ace pigeon on 4 national races, fourth national ace pigeon on 3 national races. Therefore, Boswachterke was 15 national ace pigeon, and the year therefore the first time I bred from this hen, I had 30 national ace pigeon. So these pigeons are doing it very well, or of the best pigeons on the national races.
And we talked about, you say to me, and you're honest, provincial pigeons is one thing. National pigeons is different. Sometimes the best pigeons in provincial don't turn out to be
the nationals.
the national pigeons. And why is that? Why do you think it is?
On the provincial races, you need the very fast pigeons. they start when they are released. They start go home and they have to sprint to their home, to their loft.
And how many lofts or how many players is in the provincial for you?
In the provincial, they are normally at 2,000, 3,000 pigeons.
3,000.
And they go all to the same region. So you need a pigeon who are very fast. They go sprint to their home. In the national races, they release the pigeons, for example, at 400 kilometers from their loft, and they have to split them open for 300 kilometers. Belgium is 300 kilometers, so they have to go open. We live here in West Flanders, and when the wind is in the west, then for us it's very difficult. Also for the pigeons, it's very difficult. So when we have very top pigeons in West Flanders on the national races, then we know they are very clever. They have a very good orientation. Maybe they are not the most fast pigeons in the provincial races, but they have a very good orientation, and also they are very good and they have a very good speed. When you see, and I have from this pair already 3 national ace pigeons, then I can say I have a very good breeding couple, and that's a full brother of them. And I like him. It's a very nice. He has the same body of the best pigeon of Belgium last year.
Okay, question for you, or not question, guys. I just want to explain one thing. Provincial, 2,000 to 3,000 pigeons. National, when Chris flies the nationals, how many thousand pigeons, Chris, in Belgium?
15, 20, 30,000 pigeons.
Okay, so it's a big difference. So your provincial winners sometimes don't turn out to be your national superstars. This one here has everything you're looking for. It's a super nice pigeon. It's got the muscles. It's got the age. It's pretty much almost completely developed. It's a 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
There's no flaws with this one. Now, since this is a hen, Chris, you have your lot number 1 and your lot number 3. 2 cocks. Come on, Chris. I'm going to put you on the spot. We have people from South Africa watching. I'm going to get to your comments. Would you put the 4 to the 1 or the 4 to the 3?
I think I should pair up the 4 to the 3.
I think we're thinking in the same lines. She's
super. And why?
Why?
I can explain it. It's a feeling. It's a feeling, and I should place him with them. And why? Maybe because there is also another bloodline, and I put in the third one the bloodline of Willem de Bruin also, and I had also very luck with the pigeons of Willem de Bruin. So I think it will be a good combination.
The 3 to the 4. Okay, so here's the question from Dean Jacobs. Hey all, greetings from South Africa. In your opinion, Chris, this is your opinion. In your opinion, I am looking for birds that can compete in Barcelona to Ireland. Do you think that this quality of birds will be able to do it? Okay, and this is
that's more than 1,000 kilometers, I think.
Chris, what could you do for this? Do you have something that can do this kind of stuff? Is this what you specialize in?
No, it's not my specialty. I'm not specialized in these races. I'm sure they do it till 700 kilometers. They prove it. So I only have the second provincial of Montlimar, for example. I also have the third, fourth provincial of Brive, Tulle, all these races. I never tried it to do it on the very long distance races as Perpignan, Barcelona, and I never tried it because it's not my special. Who say that?
Yes, it's not your specialty. You're not. You don't go to the season playing for Barcelona.
But I also never tried it.
Right. Okay, so he's being honest. Oh, our girlfriend. She just made a comment, Annick Goutin.
Oh,
oh, she said hello. She's waving. Chris, do you want to say something to her in Flemish so she can understand?
She knows I like her.
We all do. Annick, Chris needs one of those apple pies.
Okay.
Yes.
He told me he told me about your apple cake.
Oh, you have to say it to her in Flemish so she understands.
hij nog een keer appeltaart maakt voor Ryan, dan willen we heel graag een keer proeven ervan. Zowel Ingrid als ik. Dus volgende week verwachten we van jou een appeltaartje. Oké?
All right, there you, Anik. I hope you understood that. We made it easier for you. Jan did say please. He just wrote the word please down. So I'll say, you know what, Jan? At least you have manners. I never said please, and I got yelled at for that. We are with the principal, guys. So when you're with the principal, stay on your best behavior because you don't want to get into trouble. And guys, I'm doing something that nobody can do. Get Chris to smile. We got it on camera, guys. That is right. Now, you looked at the 4 lots, Chris. You haven't seen them in a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Condition of them still good?
Very good.
Very good.
Very good condition. The feather is still nice.
We're okay. Okay.
It's all okay. They are in a good condition.
So the birds are going to be sold tomorrow. You're good with this. Everything's good that way. Now the question I have for you: you've picked out how you would pair them. The 4 to the 3. The
1 to the 2.
1 to the 2s. We're very, very simple. But my question is, what is your favorite pigeon? It's hard. This one's hard. Now
you know why it's hard. Why it's hard. Here in this auction, these 4 pigeons are really 4 pigeons of my very best pigeons. I can't give better pigeons than that.
And I will say,
but for example, lot number 4, also brothers and sisters already proved that they also are good breeders. Also, lot number 3, the sister of Gilles. From this combination, they already proved they are very good breeders.
Okay.
So that's one generation further.
Mm-hmm.
So these pigeons are in this auction, and I know when I should to have to start again with pigeons, and I have these pigeons, I'm almost sure that I can have very lucky with that pigeons. I'm almost sure with that. Because they are a good type of feather, they are a good body, they have good muscle, they are from good origin, and brothers and sisters of these pigeons give me already the best results. So what can you have more than that?
Okay. So what can we have more from that? And I mean, you and I both, I think the same. Sure, you can pick one. You can always pick one.
Mm-hmm.
But if you open the basket, if I bought you this basket of pigeons and I give it to you, I think you're very happy.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the pedigrees match the quality and the results. Chris is a man who started at the bottom. He started like everyone here most. His father didn't give him. He didn't. You weren't into the dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
You start from the bottom. And
my father didn't raise pigeons.
you know, there's a beautiful story here, and I want to say this, and I'm not going to tell you the story. Chris is going to tell you the story. I had dinner here with Chris multiple times. Ingrid makes a fantastic food, guys. If you ever come here, Ingrid, she's my best girl for cooking. She's good. It's like home cooked. Yum yum. Get you some. But you told me about a story about Gabi Van and Nabil coming to your club.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time he come to your club, you guys whipped him. Tell us this story, because this is a story. This is humbling. But there's 2 ways of looking at the story. Chris could have done what everybody in his club did, or you could do what Chris did. Listen to the story. Take it away, Chris.
So the story goes back to in the year 1995. So at that time, I raised also already pigeons. I was also making the result list of the club. For me, then that time, it was most important to be the champion of the club. So I tried to have every race to have 2 points. It was with my 2 first nominated pigeons. And okay, it goes for goes very well. But at one time, Gabi Van Nabile came to our club to raise his pigeons. Normally, he didn't come, and the first time, a lot of fanciers were scared about him because then he was in his very top years, and the first time he came, the results of Gabi were very bad. Well, he had a very bad race.
Simple.
Okay.
Bad race. But
Okay. It was not. It was not good.
what type of year was? What year was this? Do you remember?
It was in the beginning of the year. I think it was in the month of April, the end of April, beginning of May, maybe.
But what early 2000s, mid
No,
2000s?
no, 1995.
95.
I remember the year very well. It was 1995. And these were the top years, the very most high level years of Gabi. And the week after that, disaster race for Gabi, he came back to our loft. And the other fanciers were not scared about him because the week therefore it was not good, and we don't have to be scared of.
He was normal.
He was normal guy. And at Saturday, when the pigeons came home and all pigeons were at home, I made Gabi wasn't. He didn't came with his clock yet, and I made the results. And the result list was ready, and I had also good result, and some other guys, the other guys had also a good result. They had a good lot of money, but then Gabi he came in with his clock, a little bit late, but he came in, and you don't want to see that result list. He had everything. He won everything. He had the first. I think he had the first four prizes. He had all the money. He had so much prizes. I couldn't have any prize anymore because and then I lose also my two nominated pigeon. So I didn't have the points for the championship and all these things. So all other guys told me it's not normal. He is using drug and all these things.
Making excuses.
Yeah.
The losers make excuses. And you were a loser that day.
I was one of the biggest losers at that moment.
Okay.
So I didn't believe that Gabi was using drugs or something else. The only thing I knew at that moment that Gabi got the best pigeons at that moment. He had the best pigeons. And then I told van, no, I don't. I'm looking for excuses. I won't have the same quality pigeons as Gabi has. I want to win these races, and I will I will try to find also these good pigeons. I want to breed also these good pigeons, and I think that was one of my first motivations to have the good pigeons. So after year after each other, I breed a lot of youngsters. I killed a lot of youngsters, and I only kept the best ones. So now, after all these years, I think I can say I'm on a high level in Belgian pigeon sport. So, but I think I found
you worked to beat Gab. You used Gabi as a bar, as a level.
He was
to say
one of my motivation.
He was a good motivation.
It was a good motivation for me.
And the sad part was the people in your club, not everyone, but most of the club, probably I would say 95%, they found the excuse to say he's cheating, all the excuses they give instead of what you did. You said, his pigeons are good, his pigeons are better. I have to find a way to get better pigeons and a better work ethic to beat them.
But no, at that moment, it's still the same fanciers who are telling that I'm cheating, that that it's not normal, that I'm using drugs and all these things. But it's not true. I was looking to find the best pigeons, and I think I have not the best pigeons, but I have not the, how do you call it, the pretensions to have the best pigeons. But I know at that moment I'm in a high level. Last year we were national champion, so I think we can say that we have the good pigeons at that moment.
Right. And Chris, guys, I just want to tell you, Chris is not saying he has the best pigeons of all Belgium, but he's saying he's in the top 1%. If you try these pigeons and play with these pigeons and you respect these pigeons and you give your 100%, these pigeons will not let you down. Anik Gauthier says, welcome to eat apple cake. Anik, Chris, he would like a little apple cake delivered. There's no problems. Chris, my question to you is for Anik. If you were to tell Anik or Annemie Van He, because Annemie Van He looked at your pigeons today, she was very impressed, to buy one pigeon in your sale, which one would you tell them to buy?
It's a very difficult question. No, at that moment, I don't know. But
Well, Anik has the Gabby pigeon. So which one of these would be the best
and
for
she
her?
she has to pair up with the pigeon of from the hen of Willem de Bruin, because I know
The number 2.
the number is
Yeah.
number 2. Yes, number 2. I know also this pigeons match with the Gabby pigeons.
So Anik, if you are watching, I'd take the number 2, says Chris. And for Van Hee, what would you think with her pigeons? Come on, I'm gonna let's. I know which one she picked.
She wants a hen or a cock?
She's looking at number 3, the number 3 pigeon.
Number 3. Number 3 is...
I'll post it up. So Anik, I'm gonna post.
Okay.
Okay, so for Anik, I'm gonna go like this. For Anik, Chris says here, give it a try. The number 2 hen, Sister Gilles, and
Okay.
and Annemie, she picked the number 3, and this is Son Herwig.
Herwig. That's with the hen with from Willem de Bruin.
So
Sister
okay.
Dance. Okay.
And these pigeons, where do you think they'll top out in distance? They can't do no more. What do you think their limit is?
The limit of the
Yeah.
I'm sure you can go with these pigeons till 600, 700 kilometers. The limit, I never tried further. But as some friends told me, if you don't try, you don't know it.
So my question,
I'm sure they do it till 700 or 800. They do it till 700. For example, last year we had also 5 national of Cahors. Cahors is more than 700 kilometers.
and they do it.
Yeah, they do it also.
So my question, when you're done in your life being a principal, working, the kids will love that. No, I'm joking. No, I think you're a good principal. I have a good feeling. But when you're retired and you're finished, are you going to fly the long distance races? Are you going to try the Barcelonas? Is this why not?
No.
Come on, Chris.
Because
Come on, Chris. You've done everything else. Come on, Chris. Why?
I don't like to watch too long.
Well, no, you just start watching later in the day.
I know, but when pigeons come home, for example, they have to come home at 12 o'clock, and I have to wait till 2 o'clock when the pigeons arrive. It's too long for me.
Too long.
I don't like it.
So we're never going to see.
But I have to say, 3 years ago, I also didn't like it, the long distance.
We got a chance then. We have a chance.
But now I also race long distance races.
As Robert Daughtry from California says, love Chris. He's very humble and motivated. You're very motivated.
I'm motivated.
He is, guys. And if you come here on Wednesday nights, you are going to get spaghetti. Chris is going to make it for you, I promise. But no, all joking aside, you started from where you started and from where you are now. Is it incredible to you? I mean,
I did it my way.
You did it your way.
Mm-hmm.
And you worked hard. And I'll tell you, out of all the Loft interviews I've done, and I've done a lot of them, I think I've done maybe 70. Maybe not 70, maybe 60, I don't know. But you were one of the very best. I just felt that you were so open, you were so honest. You don't hold nothing back.
There are no secrets in pigeon sport.
And you don't mind giving people, I guess, the little tips,
or their little tips.
I know one thing. I know a friend of mine, I gave the tip of pairing the old hens with the youngsters. Or the old hens to the son, or the father to the daughter for racing, and it worked. And I don't know if it worked. It was fluke. I don't know why. But you tried things. You've tried all different things. You're always learning.
Yeah.
You're still learning today.
Yeah.
What this season of racing that you went through, is there something that you learned that you said, I didn't know this, or this is interesting? Is there something that bright lights come to you? And I ask this question because, guys, being a national champion, a provincial champion, best pigeons of Belgium, he doesn't stay this way by thinking that he's the best. As Robert Daughtry says, he's humble, he's motivated. That means he's trying to learn from others to keep winning. Take maybe somebody that's not as good, but he takes an idea from them and he takes it, he puts it in his pocket and he uses it. Because I like what you said to me at dinner. I can learn from people that aren't winning races. This is a very smart man, folks. And this is why you want these pigeons. This man here, he leaves no stone unturned. This is the truth.
That's true.
So you say when I do something and I look, I'm looking at the whole picture. Forget the pedigrees. Forget the feeling of the pigeons. I see it in you. The pigeons resemble you. You're going to turn every stone. And this is why I believe people say, Chris, he uses drugs. It's the excuse.
That's the excuse because I don't use it. I every year they come and look and they control to if I use drugs, but they should come every week to my loft and look for, if I using something, but I don't use something. I'm sure.
Yes, Antonio, we ship to Italy. The pigeons are in Belgium. We will be selling them tomorrow evening. Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. All bids are in Canadian dollars. That means you are going to save money, Antonio. And yes, we use Luca Pigeon Services. He's going to ship the birds to you to Italy. It's not a problem. Robert Daughtry, he says, I got my ass kicked this year so badly. Gave me pairs of Belgium birds. Give me pairs from Belgian birds from even starting over. He wants to start over. You know, when you're looking at Chris's pigeons, he's a national champion. Robert, you don't have to worry with these pigeons. They're national, provincial. You have every title there is, and he did it on his way. Started from the bottom. He got his ass beat. He said, "Hell, I'm not going to lose. I'm going to keep getting better. Keep digging. It's a slow process."
It was a slow process.
But you didn't quit. And you know, the one thing, guys, and if you're watching this, he didn't make an excuse. He put his nose down and said, I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better. And you know what? He's still not the best because every year's a new year. And this year, we tried again. Yeah. What's your goals for 2025?
Oh, first of all, I want to be for the 3 times in a row the general champion of West Flanders. Then I will be what is it weer, Keizer?
Come on, Ingrid.
Emperor.
Oh, Jesus.
So then I'm
Principal
the
and emperor.
emperor of so that you are an emperor. Normally you are a king. When you're general champion, you're a king.
So general champion means to be a general champion in Belgium. What does general mean? You have to win short, middle, long.
General champion in, for example, in the province of West Flanders, you must have and the most category an ace pigeon. So this year I have in 7 different categories an ace pigeon. From short distance, short middle distance, small middle distance, long middle distance, long distance with old birds, young birds, in 7 different categories. I have a provincial ace pigeon. So also this year I'm champion overall in West Flanders. Also in 2023 I was champion overall in West Flanders. When you do it 3 times in a row, then you are the emperor.
How many do you? And this is a question because you live here. How many times has someone become an emperor?
2 times.
Can Chris DeBecker do it, guys? Post your comments in.
Mr. Willy van Houten did it.
Who?
Willy van Houten.
Okay.
And Gino Klieke did it.
Gino Klieke did it. Okay. So you're going to try to be the third one.
Hopefully.
Do you think you can do it? Do you think you have the pigeons in the loft to do it?
There is a possibility, but you must have to do it on all disciplines, with old, with young birds, with short distance, still long distance. So I will try it, but I can't prove I will make it.
And guys,
But you hope.
But you hope.
Hopefully,
Yeah. Ingrid's right. But you have to think about it. To be that general champion, you have to do 6, 7, 8, whatever the categories are to do it. Short, middle, long, young, old, whatever the categories are. This is why these 4 pigeons that we're selling, go ahead and try them. You're not gonna lose. This man's done it, and he did it his way. From the bottom to the top, he's done it. Now he's going to become an emperor. He's getting a robe, a gown. He's still going to be a principal. Now, if you don't like principals, you can post that in the comments, because I'm not a big principal kind of guy. But I will say one thing about Chris. From the moment I met him, you changed the way I thought about principals. but I still say you're a very hard guy. I know the way you are. I said to Van Heat today, I have to leave. Why? He's a principal. You're going to kill me. I was late. I was 35 minutes late. I thought you were going to lock me out. And Annemie said, Ryan, you better go. You're going to be in trouble. But that's the way you are with your pigeons, and I respect that. Another thing I will say that I really respect is the pigeons that you brought to Feathers Elite.
Mm-hmm.
You let me. Well, we went to the loft, guys, and you won't believe this, but we went to the loft, and you started bringing out pigeons. And you said, basket you like, basket you don't. And we put 12 in a basket. I think we went through 25 pigeons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We brought them in, and we looked at the pedigrees, and then we made our decision. Open concept. Not holding back, not afraid to lose. And the best thing is, I don't care what they sell for. I want to give the best pigeons. I want the people to be happy. And guys, when you get I call those green lights, that positive feeling, that confidence that you see from the bottom to the top, that's when winning happens. And if you want me to tell you a secret tip, and you want new pigeons, or you want to add, buy all 4, buy 1. If you can buy all 4, buy them. But if you can buy 1, I think you're going to be very, very happy, because these pigeons, I believe, they emulate you.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe inside of me, you're a super champion. And the Emperor, yeah, you'll win this. I think.
I'm not sure. But
How many times has someone won it 4 times in a row?
I don't never.
So if nobody's won it 4 times in a row, we're going to call you either Yoda or God. Because I think you can win it 4 times. I think you'll win it this year.
First, we will try 3 times.
Let's see. But I have a good feeling.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about you.
But I'm motivated for that. I'm sure.
And you are. You don't lose your motivation.
No.
Never.
On that note, guys, a super great interview. You might want me to keep it going. Getting beat humbles you really quickly. Yes, Robert Daughtry. Getting beat humbles you really quickly. When you buy pigeons, and I will say today, Annemie, I had to pick up her pigeons and I brought them here. And she liked your pigeon. She looked at them and she had her pick. Number 3 was her pick. She said to me, "Oh, well, let Chris look at them. I want him to look." And you picked the pigeons. Guys, I'm gonna ask you a question and you think about this. Did Chris look at the pedigrees of the pigeons first? You think about this question. I know the answer, but I liked what Chris did. He went through all the pigeons and he scored them the way it was, the way you felt it, and you picked pigeons that you really, really liked. But he didn't look at papers. You looked at pigeons first. Why not the pedigree first?
You don't raise with the pedigrees, you raise with pigeons.
And you race with the basket.
You raise with the basket. Basket is your best selector.
Guys, on that note, I don't know what more to say. I think Chris has given you everything he can and some. If you have questions, I want you to bother him. It's Chris DeBecker. 4 lots. Tomorrow they close 6 p.m. Eastern Standard New York time. That's Feathers Elite time. That's the time that you put quality into your breeding program. If you don't like the pigeons, you let me know and I'll give you 5 times what they're worth. Why? I think these pigeons are great. They have the horsepower to do it. They have the results to do it. And they started from the bottom and they worked their way to the top. 1 to 4. You will be happy. I'm the most happiest. I was here. I did it. And you know what? I had to wait one whole season, but good things come to those who wait. Last year when I came, he was sold out. But we waited. We took our time, inch by inch by inch. These pigeons are that damn good. I'm Ryan, Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. You met Chris DeBecker. You've met him multiple times. Try these pigeons. You will enjoy it. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Thanks for flying with me. Have a great evening. Bye for now.